I'm going to show you some exercises that I've been given to help with injuries from dance. Now, most injuries in dance happen because you haven't warmed up enough, whether it be before class stretching or during class at the bar, or they come from doing something wrong, like turning it in a not proper way. So you turn on one foot and with your other foot up, and like you could not be flexing your leg right, and that could cause your ankle to go like that. Or you could jump in the wrong way, and you could go like that. Or you could be doing a back bend wrong. It's hard to avoid injury, but it's not impossible. So I'll go through some of the exercises I've been given. One of the first exercises I had been given was for an ankle injury I got from doing a jump wrong. So what you do is you take a TheraBand, which is a stretchy piece of like rubbery material that can be used for strengthening and stretching different parts of your body. So what I had to do, I had to strengthen my foot, ankle, and a bit of the muscles in my leg. So what I would do is I would wrap the TheraBand around the injured foot like this, and I would point and flex. Point. And I had to do this 2 or 3 times a day for about 10-15 minutes each time. And I did it on both legs because why not strengthen both at the same time, right? So you did that. There was another one I was given. Normally you could tie the TheraBand to the leg of a table or a chair or a couch, but I don't have one of those around me right now, so I'm just going to show you the best I can with just this. So you would tie it to the side, and you would move your foot away from the TheraBand. This was also to strengthen the ankle, and you would do this again like 2 or 3 times a day for 10 to 15 minutes. And then I would also ice my leg for 15-minute intervals, and then I would take the ice off and let it rest for another 15 minutes. That was for my foot. For my back, I don't know how I injured my back. It was most likely during a strengthening class where I did a movement wrong, and it really messed me up. The injury was in the lower right part of my back. I honestly can't remember what I injured, but the doctor gave me a couple exercises as well for strengthening and also stretching my back to get the range of motion back. So the first one I would do would be this. I would just lift my pelvis off the floor, and I would do this as many times as I felt, usually around 15 or 20 times, 2 to 3 times a day. There's also another variation that I was taught by a different teacher that I felt could also help. You would raise your feet off the ground as you went up, and then you would lower them as you went down. Feet up and lowered. Then I was also given this stretch, which is like, I don't know what it's called, I just call it upside down child's pose. Might be what it's called. But it's just something to stretch out your back. I don't feel it too much now because I've done it so often that the stretch has lost any effect it had on me at previous times. And then for getting the stretch back, I would do this. I can go higher, but at the time I was going quite low because going any higher at the time was painful. And over time, it got better, and I was able to go higher. And I would do this whenever I could, honestly, because I needed my back strength and flexibility back as soon as possible. So you could do that. And then, like I said at the beginning, dance injuries mostly come from lack of stretching and warming up. So even if it's a basic warm-up, it's better than nothing. So like butterfly, stretching forward, doing some hip muscle stretches. Anything you can do to get your body warmed up, even a bit, it's better than nothing. Although I do recommend a more thorough stretch, 15, 30 minutes. That's how you make sure you're really not going to get hurt. All right, thanks. And that is all. I haven't gotten that many injuries, surprisingly. Yeah.